Do you have any questions before I continue? All right, let's begin with the male sexual apparatus. Leon, take the towel off my lap. Leon, do it.
I'll do it.
You ever see a movie where a skinless dummy is somehow more normal compared to the humans in the cast? Well, you can, if you really want to. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're looking to punish yourself in such a fashion, look no further than 1988's Pin. And if you do look, remember, you were warned. A brother and sister live a sheltered life in a sterile world of plastic furniture coverings, bedtime math problems, oh my god, really? And a clean freak mom with strict ideas of right and wrong, and even more wrong. Clean as the kids are, they are caught enjoying porn. Yes, this movie is going to be pretty disturbing. Their father takes them to see Pin, a skinless medical dummy who lives in Dad's office. With ventriloquism, Dad uses Pin to tell the kids about the human thirst for sex. Now, I'm not a prude, I'm not like, oh, sex is horrible, never tell children about sex, never, sex is the worst thing in the world. I think violence is the worst thing for a child to see, obviously, because it warps them completely. But I also don't want to be in the room when a doctor talks to kids about sex, so it doesn't make for a very fun movie. Anyway, that's my bag. I'm sorry if that bothers you, but that's how I feel about things. Anyway, there's a lot of this stuff in this movie, so get ready. Here we go. Come on. Saddle up. This sets up a host of strange ideas in the boy, Leon's, head. And they only get worse when he sees the dummy raped by a nurse, and then his sister, Ursula, turning into a sex-loving teenager. After growing up, Leon and Ursula's parents die in a freak car accident. The two kids now spend their days living in their childhood home, living off their parents' inheritance, I suppose. Eventually, Leon brings Pin home and installs him in the attic, where the two have secret talks. Much like the doctor used ventriloquism to voice Pin, now Leon is voicing Pin. No longer interested in anything but his sister, who she's having sex with, and dressing Pin up to look more and more like a Republican, Leon's talks with Pin become deeper, stranger, and more intense. It eventually becomes quite difficult indeed to tell who is the dummy and who is the puppeteer in the darkness of Leon, Ursula, and Pin's lives. I don't mind a creepy movie or even a weird movie. David Lynch, Cronenberg, a weird movie done right can be enjoyable and fun. Pin, though, I just don't understand. Much more, I don't want to understand it. I was uncomfortable the entire time I watched this movie. I hate to use the word because it's so overused, but Pin is cringe. It really is. I regretted having feelings and emotions. I regretted being a human. Pin made me regret being a human being. Every time I thought that this movie was done being bad, it got worse. I wish I was as skinless as Pin when the kids were looking at the porn mag, or when the daughter, a child actor, eagerly described how she was looking forward to having sex. Again, violence is worse for kids than sex, but these aren't my kids, so I don't want to hear about them talking about sex. It's just weird. It's creepy. And then there's the dad who is talking through Pin to tell the kids all normal humans thirst for sex. That was really weird and just like, why? When the nurse locked the door, I knew she was going to turn Pin into the world's creepiest sex toy. I just knew it was going to happen, and the movie said, hey, got you, buddy. You covered, don't worry. Oh, did I worry. It makes total sense that the movie's title has an ellipse after it. That's Pin ... If you don't know what an ellipse is. Some people don't know what an ellipse is. I had somebody at work ask me if the exclamation point was the curl in the dot or the straight in the dot. And I said, I'm leaving, I'm getting on a rocket ship, and I will never see you again. Anyway, Pin has an ellipse after it in the title. It's like the film editors knew what would happen anytime anyone discussed this movie. Hey, did you see that movie with the kids, with the porn mag and the lady who rapes the dummy? To which their person they're talking to would respond, ... ellipse. And then the person continues, it's called Pin? And then the person would say back up, but please stop talking to me. That's how it would go every single time we talked about this movie. That's probably what you're thinking as you watch my review, and I'm sorry. Some may say the ability to evoke emotions in a movie is a sign of effective filmmaking. Even disgust, it's an emotion. Pin is very obviously designed to deliver discomfort. So, I can't really just say it's a bad movie because it's weird. I can't say that only because it's weird that it's a bad movie. So, I'm not. There's more to it. While the concept of Pin may seem like savvy creepiness to most reviews on the internet, it's a highly reviewed movie on the internet for some reason. I was totally shocked. I thought Pin had shocked me enough, and then I saw how everyone loves it on the internet, and I was just like, did we watch the same movie? Anyway, the concept of Pin may seem like savvy creepiness, but the rest of the movie reveals a lack in filmmaking. You have to balance the bizarre with good scares, a believable world, and most importantly, likable or relatable characters. I wish I could scream that at every bad movie. You have to make somebody in your movie likable or relatable, or else, it's like spending a day with an asshole. No one wants to do that. And then if something bad happens to that asshole, we're happy, we're like good, which sometimes that works for a movie, but most times it doesn't work, and it's not what the creators intended. I don't know what the creators intended with Pin, because nobody in this movie is likable. Similarly, nothing in Pin is convincing. Why does the sister just hang out with her brother after their parents die? Every day for this lady is misery as this idiot, her brother Leon, tries to dictate her life. The entire problem in Pin could be solved by the sister simply moving away, leaving her brother to exist in his insanity. He's got loads of money, he'll be fine. But the sister inexplicably stays with her brother Leon after he violates her and her relationships multiple times. This might have been an interesting dynamic of familial love, duty, obligation, concepts like that. But only if Ursula, the sister, had been portrayed as an actual person, instead of what she is in the movie, which is a caricature that is only drawn in the sexualized lines of male attention. She's as much a puppet as Pin is, which I guess is some of the poetry and the point of the movie. But she's existing in this film only to try and have sex with different men. That's as deep as it goes. It's not really complex or interesting. And while she's doing this, she's being chastised by her brother for enjoying her life and having sex. It's basic. It's like, okay, so what do I care? This is like a Hallmark movie that they forgot the point of. I don't know. Anyway, I give Pin 1 pin dummy out of 5. He's my favorite character in this movie, by the way. Why do you say that? He's creepy. He has no skin. Why would I like him? Well, you know what? He doesn't say anything in the whole movie. Assholes put words in his mouth, but he never says anything of his own volition. I feel for that dummy, and I hope he had, like a SAG union behind him or a good payday or something at the end of this crap fest. I can't decide what's more annoying, that I was so distracted by this movie's unpacked grossness that I didn't realize Pin was short for Pinocchio until like 3/4 into the movie when they explained it, or that this movie has a 6-star rating on IMDb. What? Or how the kid's aunt says the name Leon.
No, I'm not talking about money, Leon.
Leon? Oh! I'm done with this. I never have to, put a pin in it. I never have to watch it again. Oh, that's a good thought. I'm ending this on a good thought. And good luck to all you suckers that decide to still watch this movie after watching my review. You're in for a trip.
All of these things are designed to frighten a monkey.